Hey, I'm here just a moment early, but it's okay because give someone an opportunity to get into the chat. Um, Good Friday morning, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. Hands are washed. I'm ready to go. Oh, and I'm looking forward to this Friday, and I'm looking forward to the weekend. And yeah, I give everybody a couple moments to get here. Well, here I am. Oh boy. It is Friday morning, and it is time to talk about coffee and vinyl. Hey, good morning, Mike. How are you? I'm just something earthbound guy. David Gilmour sang that. He did. Good morning, Dangerous Dan. Oh, you're having rain. I think you said it was going to be rain in the forecast for the weekend or something. I think you said that. For the next 4 days, next 5 days. Something of that nature. Absolutely. I got to hang my tin. Hang my tin. Hang my tin. This is my VCLT from Dangerous Dan. I was thinking about what you said, Dan, that I was thinking about what you said, Dan, that you can't change your channel name until 90 days. So that's good information to know. With the Battle of the Trolls. I was watching a live stream last night. Someone else was doing it, and they said that, no, I did not. I will check and see. Oh, I can on this phone. I mean, this, yeah. They were saying YouTube does not want said. So people are calling it the virus, and people are calling it CV. Here, Friday the 13th. I don't know anything about that. I never think about it. I really don't. I remember, wasn't the movie Friday the 13th released on Friday the 13th? Good morning. I don't know. My phone is charging in the other room. When I got in this morning, I had to put it in the charger. So I won't be able to get to it for a while there. Dangerous Dan. He doesn't want us to say, but it's okay to say CV or the virus. Yeah, that's what I had heard people saying in other chats. Yeah. Hey, Victor, how are you? Are you working from home, Victor? I wish I could work from home. I mean, with so many people working from home, I wish I could work from home. But I would have to open up the record store to my house. Yeah. So Victor and I were chatting last Saturday, and last Saturday was International Mini Disc Day, and I text Victor and I said, "Hey, look, it's International Mini Disc Day," and then we were chatting about that, and I said maybe I can participate, and so I because it said the date was 70320. And then I got to thinking about it. That was March 7th. And so, which was last Friday. What is the date? So the date is July. The date I thought was July 3rd. And I was like, well, they're having the mini disc day before July 4th, which is okay with me. But it was actually March 7th. So I was like sitting down looking at my phone saying, oh, today is International Mini Disc Day. And so I was like, okay, I totally missed it. I wish I had known about it earlier. Yeah, that's how the British say it. And I think maybe other parts of the world too, just not in America. We just say CV. And so now I have some information to look forward to next year. And if I'm still alive, I hope I can do International Mini Disc Day here at Record Crate. But hey, hopefully the word spread and there was enough information and things like that. Oh yeah. So yeah, I had mentioned last night in Richard's chat, Richard Dolan went live, that Ron Wood record right there. I listened to it yesterday and it's so good. And I'm looking forward to hearing it again and checking it out. Canceled summer hours? What summer hours were canceled? I played my mini disc. Does that count? Absolutely. I thought about it. That should have some. I touched one, but I was telling that I gotta go to my warehouse and pull out my mini disc players and get some stuff connected here so I can enjoy my mini disc again. Be a good walk down memory lane to listen to some of the stuff I'd recorded. And to listen to some of the shows I went to that I recorded. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Hope we're all doing, we're all sending positive vibes around the world to make the world a better place today and tomorrow. I was going to pop in and say, some are ours and some are yours. Okay. Actually, just got something. I thought of you. Oh, cool. I did not have a chat last night. Hey, good morning. Good morning, me, Mr. Mayo. Hope you're doing well this morning. Things are calm and as positive as they can be where you are and the place that surrounds you this morning. Yeah. Absolutely. I have to bring it in and share. That would be awesome, Victor. That'll be great. That'd be great. So, Ron Wood record right there. My first spin yesterday. Amazing record. And on the back, it lists some credits, but when I went to the Wikipedia page, it lists even more credits. But Keith Richards on here, Ian McLaughlin, Willie Weeks, Andy Newmark, and George Harrison is also on here. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good record. My first spin of this record. It was really neat to hear it. I did get my record store day stuff ordered. Victor, I don't know if you noticed or not, but there's a Willie Colon record that's part of Record Store Day this year. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, I created this stream. Yeah, I've seen other records by him and I've listened to them, but I thought this one was really cool. What are you kidding about this time, Mike? If he could. This one's I got my own album too, which is wonderful. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, I got a little. I got to wipe down the cover. Not for that reason, just because the cover needs cleaning. But I do have a container should anyone like to wipe down anything on the way out. If they buy a record or a CD or a cassette, and they feel like they should wipe it down, they can. Yes. Read previous. That's what I was trying to figure out, Mike. You were kidding about Ron Wood? I'm not really sure. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I'm gonna blog this today, Elephant's Memory, and I'm gonna blog this one too. I blogged the Beatles. I got 4 of them. The 7-inch. I blogged those yesterday, which was really cool. Yeah. Going to do a lot of blogging today. Going to do a lot of listing on eBay, and maybe list a few on Disco GS. Yeah. Gotta make it happen, folks. I did get my Record Store Day order in. I said that. It's on my mind that it's done. What did you say after Joe came in, Mike? Oh, I got a really cool record that came in that I'm going to have fun blogging. I got to make a video of this record. I might even do a contest. Name this record. Your clue is it's on the clue is it's on the Warner Brothers label. That might be my 400 sub giveaway. Yes. Yes. Hi, Alan. How are you? Yeah. 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 Let's see what else is happening. Has anyone heard of let's see if I can pronounce his name correctly. Sufjan Stevens? Sufjan Stevens? Sufjan Stevens? Yeah, The Age of Ads. I'm not familiar with him, but this came in on buyback, so I'm going to play it for sure and give it a spin. I've seen his name forever, and I've probably heard some stuff here and there. So, got to spin it, see what it sounds like. Try to make it happen. That's for sure. I got to spin this record. This is Marty Jones. She's North Carolina. She is married to Don Dixon, and Don Dixon was involved in the REM band. Him and Mitch Easter did some recording and producing REM. Maybe it was more that Mitch did the recording and Don did the producing, or stuff like that. recently learned that Dusty Springfield's on this record, so this is on my list to play. Yeah. I do have a few t-shirts. It's time to print some more. I usually try to print some in the spring when the weather gets nice so I can put them outside to dry. I like to print. I have a screen printing setup. I taught screen printing, but I like to print with water-based inks, acrylic inks, and so I can do that here without having to drag out all my equipment or go to my studio. And yeah, absolutely. $100, they said, huh? I didn't say it, folks. I cannot confirm or deny. I contacted my local independent record store, and he said the Rolling Stones Let It Bleed RSD release is going to be $100. Wow. Holy cow. Talking about price gouging. You know, I was on another chat, and the chat was about price gouging. It was about in North Carolina, where I live, we typically have an ice storm, and we typically lose electricity, and it could be several days that people just don't have heat at home. And then of course in the fall we sometimes have hurricanes, and so we may lose electricity. So there may be several days that we don't have electricity. It's not cold. It may be warm and uncomfortable, but it's not cold. And so there's times that stores would up the prices of the generators. I'm at 50% above retail, and there's times that stores would up the prices of water, things like that. So I think of stuff like that as being price gouging. My phone, which I don't have in front of me, is an Apple iPhone. It's an iPhone X, and what is it? $1,000 by a new announced $1,100, $1,200. It's retail, but some people feel like, ooh, that's price gouging. So the crazy thing about the records, Mike, and in reference to this, is that we, the independent record stores, do not determine what retail is. And for Record Store Day, we have a pledge. You can go to the website, recordstoreday.com, and you can read the pledge and understand that we agree to follow the retail, the policy of selling records at retail, and not to price gouge based upon retail. So yeah, hopefully that helps a little bit about price gouging. And if that independent record store offers Let It Bleed for $99.99 or $100, from the technical term of Record Store Day, they're not price gouging. However, someone decided what the price is going to be. And the other thing about that, Mike, I do have my list right here, so I can talk a little bit about that. But when you go to the website, Mike, which I'm sure you've seen it looks like this. And we look, and there's only a few that are made. Gosh, I can't wait to hear that. I won't hear it, but I hope I'm able to hear the Gun Club live in London. Rolling Stones, Let It, but there's only 900. Well, there's only 900. There's only 900 that will be pressed. Only 900 Rolling Stones Let It Be, Let It Bleed, and it's going to be such an incredibly crafted piece of vinyl. And I wish I could afford to get one, but hopefully whoever buys, if I get any, hopefully whoever buys from me will bring it in and let me see it. If they decide to open, I can't see myself buying something so expensive. Some people buy to never play. They keep them and they put them on the wall. They have it. I have this token, and darn it, they're 7 times 3, and they earned that right. Of course, there's teenagers who are buying vinyl also. I'm the Dr. Fever, except I don't indulge in illegal drugs. Yeah, so I always encourage let it clot. I always encourage people to, uh, yeah, again, that retail price was not established by the stores. It was established by the labels. Let it clot for $100. Oh, I can see your profile image. One of the best ever albums, I'm sure. Just had the Brian got fired, and they brought in the fabulous Mick Taylor. Mick Taylor is good. Yeah, so there you go. Alan C., knowing the price of that, are you still thinking you would like to get the Rolling Stones Let It Bleed Record Store Day release? I think it's going to be a popular one, and the sad thing is that people will buy it, then they will put it online for sale. So Saturday Record Store Day, Record Store Day, Black Friday. So that evening, I'm typically exhausted, and I'm ready just to have dinner, sit down, and chill out, and so sometimes I entertain myself by going on eBay just to see what some are selling for or have sold for, and it's amazing that some of the prices. Oh, you're not going to get it. What about Metamorphosis? Will you be getting that one? I would love to have Let It Bleed, Alan. I would, but I don't think I could afford it either. I mean, I don't think I could afford it. I'm not saying either. I don't think I could afford it. So for me, I'm really happy with how people decide to spend their money, and if someone decides to buy it, I'm happy for them. I just hope I get to see it. Do you think there is such a high price because they only made so many? Well, I think one of the reasons that makes it a high price or makes it $100 record, and I'm not confirming or denying that it's a $100 record, but I think the reason is because when that record's being pressed, it's not like the assembly line is going to throw the glob of the big biscuit, the glob of vinyl. The assembly line is not going to put it on the press. There's going to have to be, it's got to be hand done. And so I understand it's going to be, Alan, help me here if you read anything, but I understand it's going to be at least 3 layers of colored vinyl. So that means someone's going to have to lay down one layer, press it, lay down another. It has to be done by hand, whether it's they individually and then the last press is going to have all 3 that's going to press together. These things are hot, and you've heard the expression hot the press. I mean, if you're printing paper, it does get hot from all the mechanical things that are moving, but when we talk about vinyl, it definitely gets hot because it's a biscuit, a disc, if you would, a hockey disc that's just a glob of vinyl. And so all of that stuff has to be done by hand. And so, yeah, there you go. It depends on the price. Well, I think you're right. Okay. Do you think there's a high price because? Yeah, I think I addressed that. We all need someone we can lean on. And then Alan says, depends on the price. I don't think that one is as limited. Which one's not as limited, Alan? Did I miss it? Oh, Metamorphosis. There you go. I like Let It Bleed, but before Jones Check cover that song, I have to listen to that. Oh, Handmade. I see the difference. Handmade, yes, but it's just going to take a time for an employee to stand there, or a team of employees, or or a press owner. I mean, it's got to be done there's got to be a lot of physical involvement rather than automated. And so it's always fun watching videos of pressing plants, not only vintage but current one. And Michael Michael Filmer. If you guys are familiar with him, he does a lot of taking the video camera to the pressing plant, interview the people who run the plants, and talk about it. And he's been very helpful. And then the London Jazz Collector, lots of information there. You can read about pressing plants and the matrix and why they chose this and why they chose that. It just goes on and on and on. I mean, I read and I read and I watch and I watch, and I feel like I have this much information in my mind about how pressing plants work. But in the big scope of things, there's a lot. That is cool. I have to see if the Little Dicky Store near you will carry. Well, I definitely would reach out to them and let them know that, hey, I'm interested in coming out Record Store Day, and these are the titles that I'm interested in getting. And however, it would have been great to do that before the order got placed. And but regardless of the size, hey, if they participate in Record Store Day, they're independent record store, hallelujah. Yeah, that's what I heard. How's it going to play in sound? I wonder if it's something more of a novelty. I got a feeling now that they've already I got a feeling that they already did some test pressings of it, and they felt good about it before it was announced. So yeah, yeah, I got that feeling. If the Stones were the bastard son of Joan Jett, it would be the. And then Third Man Records, there's some good information there if you watch any of their videos and see some of the pressing plants there. And you know, I'm in communication with Third Man Records on a pretty regular basis. I am a Stones and a Mick Jagger fan. Love his vocals, but Joan rocks it out with a tougher vocal. Joan does have some good vocals, but I'm going to listen to that. I may have heard it, but just may not recall it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So there we go. Anybody going crate digging this weekend? Anyone avoiding getting? Anybody avoiding going to shopping centers or grocery stores or anything in that respect? I'd much rather hear a female sing, and you can creep on me with it. Billie Eilish played here in town last night, and I was hoping I could hear a little bit about that. I think Brian Jones was a real genius of the band. The guy could play anything. I'm sad that by his mid-60s he burned out from that. So. Sad. But I really like this Ron Wood record. I would recommend, if you enjoy listening to good rock and if you enjoy listening to rock and roll, give it a spin. You may or may not like it. Cheers. I got Ann coming in this afternoon. We're going to try to get some stuff done. I got I adore Yoko Ono. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to have this, and I'm going to put this in my iTunes and listen to it. Of course, I came in early, and I got lots of things to get done today, and I got to head out of here soon and run some errands and get back. I got to meet the the maintenance guy. We're going to do some stuff here. Hey, Rachel, how are you? What are we doing? The alarm went off. I had to get up. Brian Jones destroyed his life and squandered his blessings tragically. That is sad. I picked up what I needed yesterday. It was in and out quickly as possible. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I was in line at the grocery store yesterday after I closed. I went to the grocery store, and there was a guy and girl kissing. And I was like, oh. Yeah. We're seeing a lot of things happening, Mike. I haven't even priced it yet. I'm going to listen to it again. And I'm not even sure I'm going to sell it. I might take it home. Yeah, for sure. What a waste of talent. Great songs. Great Yoko songs. I totally agree with you there, Joe. I can't wait to hear them, especially this version. I am well. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. The cool thing, once I put this on my iTunes, I can make a playlist of just Yoko. I sure can. And there we go. I like a little bit of psych orchestra, and this is one I listened to this week that I really enjoy. I like this guy, Hugo. I like psych orchestra. Whoa. But now is, oh yeah. You can still spend the day with friends. Yeah. Why? What? Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me, Victor, why? Tell me why. Yeah. I listen to CDs too, folks, including the ones she stole. I have no idea what you're talking about. No, nothing. I was not shoplifting anything. I like the Johnny Cash American label, and I'm going to listen to this. Hey, good morning, Michael Elliott. How are you doing, sir? It's good to see you. Ooh, what's that icon? Mind music. Playing that mind music. Hey, Joe. Yeah. And this year I've been getting into Adrian Belew, and so I got to listen to this. Listen to this one. Not as strong as some Donny Hathaway I've listened to. I really like the Donny Hathaway and Aretha Franklin. Nope. I really like the Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack. That's what I like. Yeah. And then I found this in a big stack. It's an audiobook, Living with the Dead. So that's going to be cool to listen to. When I come in early and I stay late, I can always throw things up and listen to it throughout the shop, and I can get work done. Oh, yeah. This one's sold, so I got to ship it out. I'm going to be listening to a lot of CDs. And yeah. And this is the one I got in recently. Then Kemma told me she found some of these at her local store, so she's going to try to pick up some for me. Greetings, Mr. Elliott. Well, it was well planned and organized. We were spending the day in Lebanon, on the Lebanon. Okay, what is that? CDs? What are those? They're things you listen to when you don't get your hands on the record, but typically sound better than listening to it on YouTube. But I've heard some good sounding stuff on YouTube. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Played a lot of prog groups. He did play with a lot of prog groups. And he did a lot of stuff with the King Crimson. But that doesn't strike my fancy. I got this. It's a single cassette, and I got to check and see if it should be a double cassette. So I have to compare it to the track listing. But there is a lot of tape in there, folks. Let's see if we can make this happen. There's a lot of tape in there. So it might be all on this one, whatever it's called, this one cassette. CD will come back as vinyl did, in my opinion. Yeah. I certainly hope so. Well, I'm sorry. I really think so too. I really think so. And I got some CDs here to listen to. But why? I understand you now. I understand you. Be right back. Coffee refill. It's freaking early here on the West Coast. Yeah, absolutely. Cute. Kiss and Scooby. Yeah. Wow. Michael, has the trending news been affecting your business in any respect? Well, Mike, there's always been some CDs that are just super hard to find that have always brought money, from some standpoint. And I have some CDs that are very, very, very rare and desirable, and has a track history of selling for up to $250, if not more. And so that's the stuff I need to get up on eBay immediately. And yeah, see what I missed here. Cheap now. They may not go up as much as vinyl, but they may be something to listen to again. I find it interesting that a lot of my customers do not own a CD player. They don't own a Blu-ray player. Some do not have a CD player in their automobile. So I just think it's interesting. The cool thing about, I think it's possible to burn a vinyl LP to go up in price even more. Burn a vinyl LP. I have tons of CDs. I do too. Stuff that I bought and stuff that I've got, stuff I bought. Yeah. It's funny to me. I feel like when I play them, I do too. I like the fact that I can. I like the fact that I can put them on my iTunes and enjoy them. And gosh, some of the things I have to do is, some of the things on my iTunes are not high res, or not high res, but lossless. What do we have? Lossless. Yeah, lossless. That's what we have in the Apple world. Yeah. But I like the fact that I can put them on my iTunes and enjoy them. And God, sorry about that. I was just going to get you guys a link to my buddy Mike Paul. He does a show during the week. I'll get you that in a moment. I'll put on the same amplifier. Okay, iTunes rules. Yeah. Yeah. iTunes is there. You're exactly right. But if I put this in my machine and then I put this on the shelf in the back, I still own the physical copy and I can do things with it. I can also burn a disc, so if I don't get an automobile, I can just take that and keep this on the shelf. And so, yeah. But as far as buying MP3s or buying music, you're exactly right. It is iTunes Air. Yeah. Same here. Same here. Absolutely. So I'm very aware, and I try to get pre-owned CD players when I can. They sell fast, and looking outside to see how it's still cloudy. I'm hoping the sun's going to come out. Yeah, nice CD. Thank you, Rachel. I ordered this, so I'm real excited about this. I feel the same way, Michael. Hey, if I die, that's one thing, but if I live, I got to have income. And so, yeah, Victor's going to go to work. Thank you so much, Victor. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope we can reach out soon. I still got some questions about services and things of that nature with the company you work for. So there we go. I just can't watch a great movie on I just can't watch a great movie on an HDTV and just listen to the TV sound. Yeah. Thank you. You too. Have fun out there. Wash your hands. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link here. My buddy Paul, and I say my buddy Paul, someone I met online through his YouTube channel. He does a morning show, 9 a.m. So I'm gonna listen to that. So this is Paul's stream, folks. He goes on at 9, and so there we go. My 4K HD TV has excellent sound, and I'm an audiophile. I want to be. There you go. There you go. I don't think I own a surround sound processor amplifier at all. I don't have that at all. I have these large Bose speakers that I can't see do anything without when I'm watching listening. There you go. I don't mind listening. But I'm very curious. I've said this before. I'm very curious about listening to Atmos, ATMOS. I like to hear a proper Atmos setup on some quality equipment, and hear it. Wash your hands and don't shake others. Good advice there. Good advice there. Yeah. I don't even think I want to do the fist bump right now, Joe. No, folks, I'm not a germaphobe. I'm very aware of where I am and who I am, and for the longest time, when someone wants to shake my hand, I would just do the fist bump. I've always been somebody that knows to wash your hands before you go to the bathroom and after you get out of the bathroom, and when you eat, when you handle food. Just always been aware of that. But here's one thing I'm thinking about, folks. I grew up on a farm, and our hands were in dirt a lot. And yeah, our hands were in dirt a lot. And I think there's just something magical about dirt. Yeah, I think there's something magical about dirt. Yeah. We're all interested in hearing answers, and hopefully soon we'll get answers, real answers of what's going on and how we can prepare the human race or bury the human race. Something will happen. I'm thinking more of the wash your hands. Good morning, Paul. Paul, you're welcome to share with everybody a little bit about your weekly shows, your daily shows, and promote it. Please do. Just keep tabs on how many friends, family, and acquaintances have the thing. Mostly it seems to be focused on promote. Yes, that's a sad thing, and you're right, Rachel. And it's also sad that don't panic, manic panic. Never cared much for the fist bump. Yeah, I kind of abandoned the handshake a while back. Happy Friday. Hey, happy Friday, James Myers. Hope you're doing well over there. I never was a germaphobe, but now I am. And I think that mindset is going to be a problem for people even after. I think you're right. I think you're right. I would say my behaviors haven't changed, Joe, only in the fact that perhaps I'm washing my hands twice as much as I did before. I mean, I will do some stuff and I'll do some work and I'll do this and then I think I'm just going to wash my hands, even though it wasn't associated with a bathroom visit or a food prep or after touching something like, oh, I touched this, I have to wash my hands. I just think I'm just not naturally, forcefully washing my hands a little more now. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Paul's saying hello. James is saying hello. There we go. Rachel's saying, so sometimes when we send the little emojis, it doesn't show up on StreamYard, so I have to look at the YouTube chat. Yeah. Talk More Talk is up on YouTube. Joe, you're welcome to share that information with people. Maybe even provide a link so they can watch it. But that notification came in yesterday, last night. So Talk More Talk. You gotta get ready for the chat, of course. Keep spinning that vinyl. Absolutely. And my chat ends at 9, and I'll see your chat, Paul. And tons of errands to run and chores to get done before open at 11, but I'll definitely stop by. We need some germs. We do need germs. And I'm trying to remember my first introduction to hand sanitizer, and then learn a little later that, okay, if you're in an area you don't have running water, it's okay. But for me personally, I learned that it creates a false sense of, anyway. You're so welcome, and you're welcome to put a link in here, Joe, so people can check it out. Yeah, never been a hand sanitizer person. I'd rather wash my hands. And I do have hand sanitizer here. I have a little thingy that if I'm going to make a house call or something, I can put in my pocket and take it with me. And then I have a container that I'm putting out for people who feel a little more comfortable. But at the same time, I have a restroom people can use. And then I have my Lysol disinfectant on the counter so people can wipe down things if they feel like they want to wipe down their stuff after they purchase it on the way out. The maintenance person's upstairs upfitting a space for a new salon. And he's on the phone. And I can hear his conversation. James, you rock. Well, there you go. I just didn't look it up online, Mike, but that's cool. Yeah. Let's see what it says. A few people have died in this area near me. I'm not panicking, but type 1. I'm serious, so I am concerned. We are all concerned, but we still have shopping to do in life. So we are all concerned. We are all concerned. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to more stories of people who have contracted CV, were treated, and now they're continuing on their lives. They've recovered fully. And so I want to see more stories about that. I want to see the journeys of people who have contacted CV and the progress of them returning to their normal lives, because it has happened. And I'm hoping there's more focus on that. What? I was just like, Xmas. Oh, that's cool. I heard that Danny Harrison, I read Danny Harrison saw it, and he liked it. So a few weeks ago, I said I wasn't going to shave until spring, which is next week. But darn, I could wash them pots and pans with this face. We're sending positive thoughts. I'll burn some incense for you today, James. I don't have any candles here, but when I get home, I'll light a candle for you, James. And keep you in my thoughts. September 4th. Sorry. Yeah. Then he said he could see John's feelings in his teeth. There you go. I enjoyed that video that Beetle Brad put up about the Beatles and some of their cars, and I was just thinking John got to a point where he could afford good dental care, or could afford dental care, and it made me think about John got to a point where he could purchase automobiles. Yeah. You've been listening to Janis Joplin. Very cool. Got to see those fillings. Well, were they gold fillings? Ooh, were they silver fillings? God's prayers and good vibes for anyone in the area with a heavy amount of that disease. I'm not a car person. You probably see some cool cars where you live, Joe. Probably see some cool ones. I think I've seen car show videos on YouTube where somebody would just, video record in your area car shows, and then, yeah. She did, but don't forget Big Brother and the Holding Company. The Big Brother and the Holding Company. It's really sad when people pick up a Big Brother and the Holding Company and they call it a Janis Joplin record. And, yeah. A lot of people have bought Big Brother and the Holding Company as well as Janis solo records and put them in their personal listening library. So, yeah, good for them. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if I got something right here else I can show. Oh yeah. So I have this. It's not flat, and I'm thinking about ordering a record flattener and see if I can make it happen. So this was dished. It's like a bowl. It's like your dish, your dining, your dish. Well, it's too early for me to think. It's your dish, your plate. Yeah, your plate. And so there's this record flattener I found. Got an Orphan of Magical Mystery Tour. So whenever I find a sleeve or I find a replacement vinyl, if it matches up properly, I can Frankenstein it. But I think it's like $140, and then you buy a bag, and the bag looks a lot like if you were to order pizza and have it delivered. And yeah, and so I think around $200 I could get something. I can buy something I can put in the oven, but I'm like, I don't want to up the electrical bill on $240 when this could be $110. You can hear the pounding and the banging. So upstairs, the maintenance guy's upfitting a space for a new hair salon. I know how they got it. Oh yeah, Big Brother. Yeah, I love MC5. Oh gosh, I love MC5. I was listening to them this week. Yeah, MC5 rocks. They really do. So I'm glad you hear that. James Byer says, these 3 Asian girls got in my train carriage the other day. One had a mask, and everyone started to really panic. I wasn't panicking. The 2 without a mask were really hot. For years I've watched YouTube videos or videos in general and would see people in Asia wearing masks. And I would ask myself, why are they wearing a mask? Why are they wearing a mask? And I try to do some research, and I think there's a large population of people in Asia that are just totally germophobic, which is fine. But I also read it was for air quality and then and things like that. I don't know if I haven't been, so I need to speak with somebody. I would question how clean parts of Tokyo, I'm sure, is awesome, but I'm concerned about, yeah. So I'm thinking without properly researching things. But what I'm saying, James, is for years I've seen YouTube videos that would show Asia countries, and there would be a lot of masks, and I contributed that to either germophobia or um, air quality. Well, unfortunately, racism doesn't have a holiday, and 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 I she and it's really sad. But I know there's different types of masks that you can wear. Yes, Michael. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as far as cleanliness. And I also read that for CV that Singapore um, was most prepared for any type of any health concern that could happen, that could sprout its ugly face, and yeah, yep, exactly right. Yeah, I've seen it for years, and I don't think twice. But people are scared of any mask. If I've been, you know, with all the surgeries on my eyes, you walk into a surgical suite, and then you get into one area where everyone has masks on, and you're like, okay, I'm comfortable. Everybody has masks. But one time I went for a follow-up visit, and someone came into the waiting room and they had a mask, and I'm like, why are they wearing a mask? What do I don't know? That was what I was thinking. Hey Jill, how are you this morning? I don't think that's I don't think that's I don't think that's I don't think that's confirmed, Mike. I don't think that's confirmed. Um, I've read things, but I don't think that's confirmed. Oh yeah, maybe Joe's thinking. Yeah, I'm not sure what Joe's thinking, but hey, come on, Mick. I don't think it's confirmed, Mike, at all. I think there's been a lot of stories and rumors about any type of um, virus or disease that's brought upon us, the human race, and yeah, I've lived through some other health concerns, SARS, bird flu, swine flu, and things like that. So I'm looking forward to saying, you remember CV? But here's what I want everyone to do. Don't panic. And I'm definitely gonna play this record today. This is in my pile of records that I occasionally have to research and find nothing. Research and find nothing. So I might have to make up a story. No, I'm just teasing. But apparently they're from San Francisco. Yeah. Um, I think I see that on a regular basis, Mike, but I I don't want to talk about racism. I just don't want to talk about racism. I want to talk about coffee, and I want to talk about vinyl, and I want everyone to be as safe as possible and wash their hands. Yeah. So yeah. I don't want to talk about a market where they were purchasing animals. So, yeah, it's a really unfortunate thing that we're going through now, and I'm looking forward to seeing Remember When. But until that happens, I like to encourage everyone to play as much vinyl as they can, be kind to people, um, and 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 love everybody. Love everybody. So, and of course, please don't panic. Thank you guys so much. It's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna sneak over and listen to Paul this morning, and I hope you guys can too. Here's Paul's link if you like to sneak over there with me. You're welcome to. Paul's a cool cat, and I'm learning a lot about him. He's helping out with some thoughts for me, not only retail but brick and mortar, but also for what's it called? Yeah, online sales. Yeah, so thank you guys so much. I'm glad you got some CDs, electronic synth pop. Oh gosh, I love it today. I love synth pop. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Yeah, yeah, yes. We all wish everyone well. So thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Look forward to seeing you next time. This weekend's coming up. Who knows? I might price some records or list some things online and go live and try not to be alone. And then, of course, Mr. Mayo, if you're free this weekend, perhaps there's a vinyl bunch that can happen here on my channel. And so, in the meantime, take care, everybody. Good to see you. Looking forward to seeing you. Leon's here. Sorry to leave, Leon, but hopefully you can catch us next time. Goodbye, Alan. Greeting top pickers. There you go. All right, take care, everybody.